வணக்கம் அன்பு நண்பர்களே, இன்றைய கேள்விக்கு என்ன பதில் நிகழ்ச்சியில் மீண்டும் உங்களை சந்திப்பதில் மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சி. வீரேந்திர கட்டாரியா எங்கேயோ கேட்ட பெயர் மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஒரு ஆண்டுக்கு முன்னால் பாண்டிச்சேரியுடைய புதுச்சேரியுடைய கவர்னராக லெப்டினன்ட் கவர்னராக நியமிக்கப்பட்ட பிறகு அங்கு உள்ள புதுச்சேரி முதல்வர் திரு ரங்கசாமிக்கும் புதுச்சேரி ஆளுநராக லெப்டினன்ட் கவர்னர் நியமிக்கப்பட்ட திரு வீரேந்திர கட்டாரியாவுக்கும் கடும் மோதல் 7ஆம் பொருத்தம் தொடர்ந்து கொண்டே இருந்தது. மிக சமீபத்தில் அவர் கவர்னர் பதவியிலிருந்து நீக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறார் புதிய அரசால். அவருக்கும் முதல்வருக்கும் என்ன பிரச்சனை? சங்கர்ராமன் கொலை வழக்கு இந்த கவர்னர் மாற்றத்தில் எந்த வகையில் பயன்பட்டுள்ளது, எந்த காரணமாக இருந்துள்ளது? கேட்கலாம் திரு வீரேந்திர கட்டாரியாவிடம். வணக்கம்.
Namaskar.
Could you refuse that before becoming a governor of a state, you are completely 100% a congressman, a party man?
Above being a congressman, to which I don't deny, I started as a freedom fighter, a patriot before independence. And my elder brother was also a patriot, a freedom fighter. He suffered in 42 and spent 3 years in a fort in Lahore. And I was also expelled from my school because of my freedom fighter leanings. And I went to Lahore for my schooling. I went to the jail when I was at 14 years of age. I admit I belong to the Congress, but above all, I am a patriot and a true, honest Indian.
Yeah, that we agree. I think you were born in 1933.
31.
31. So you went to jail in the age of, you were expelled in the age of 14 from the school.
Yes.
Yeah. But you, after the independence and all, you became a congressman and you became the president of Punjab Congress.
That is
and
true.
Everything. So the complaint is from the Pondicherry politicians that you were still acting as a politician, and especially as a congressman.
I am not acting either as a politician, neither I am acting as a congressman. This is the biggest lie anybody can talk about me. This is not my training, this is not my personality. I am acting only according to the constitutional power vested in me as a governor and as the administrator of the Union Territory of India. These powers are totally different from the powers of a governor who is a ceremonial head. I am an administrative head. All files come to me, even for the transfer of a peon. All files come to me. How I can be a politician? This is totally false, wrong, and it's all a motivated, politically motivated things. The real thing is the type of government they are running. It is unacceptable to any patriot, any law-abiding citizen. It is my duty not to please the Chief Minister or anybody, any political party. It may be ANIR or it may be the Congress. My job is to be the true servant of the people, and everything which I did, I again repeat, everything which I did in the interest of the public and public only.
Yeah, I will come to that later. As you were not denied that you were a congressman, and
yes, I am proud of it.
Yeah. Will you also deny that Mr. Narayanasamy, previous ex-central minister, played a major role bringing you as the governor of Pondicherry?
This is totally false. This is an impression of the Chief Minister, why which he is also allergic to me because of that reason. I tell you, I have not done one single thing on the asking of Mr. Narayanasamy.
But he was asking,
just listen to me.
But he was asking something to you.
He asked me not very many things, 2-3 things asked, which I totally said no, because these are corrupt people. He asked me for an officer to be appointed as returning officer.
Mr. Narayanasamy.
Yes. I said no, not at all. I will not appoint that man because that man, he was an IAS officer. I say he was connected in a scandal in tsunami period, and a man who can take benefit on the corpse of the dead people. Do you think I will appoint him as? And what the Chief Minister asked me, he say I should remove an honest man who was a collector as well as the district returning officer, appointed duly by by the Chief Minister. He say remove him and put my private secretary, Mr. Balan, I don't remember his exact name, as the district returning officer and a collector. How I can put a PCS man in place of a IS man, where the designation of the post is, it must be IS. He was very unhappy. This is my reply to the allegation that I was doing things at the instance of Mr. Narayan Swamy.
So you say
totally
that
false.
So you say that he also made some requests, but you completely reject all.
No. Everybody has come with requests. For me, the door of every 101 BJP people came to me for some requests, for some complaints. AIDMK people came, DMK people came, even their own party's people came. That the people are not coming to the office at 9 o'clock. They are coming and they are not coming, and people is very much. Their whip came to me for this thing.
No, it's a fact that there is a difference between all other governors and the Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry. There is some other extra power also there. But could you deny that elected CM
I got elected CM.
And appointed governor. So is there any?
But I then asked them to amend the constitution. As long as this constitution and the UT Act gives me certain power, why every file is coming to me then? Tell me, for every file, why it is coming to me? This is the arrangement made by the constitution maker for the union territory.
Is there any role for the cabinet to suggest you to recommend?
I can, yes. Everybody, even a single man can suggest what you were talking about the cabinet. They have full power. Cabinet has recommended me I should withdraw a case against 6 people who are facing a criminal case in which the punishment is up to the life imprisonment. The whole cabinet twice sent to me and twice I rejected that. Should I accept that? Then I am all right. I put you a question. Should I accept that suggestion of a unanimous cabinet decision, a criminal who is facing life imprisonment on the recommendation of the cabinet? Should I withdraw that case?
It should be the governor office decision.
Yes. Why it has come to me? Because I have been given this power. If they say I am rejecting the advice of an elected government, if they say a Gunda should be appointed as the deputy chief minister, should I appoint him? I have to go by law. I am not here to please anybody. It may be Narayan Swamy, it may be Rangaswamy.
Yeah, we have heard something about judicial activism. Some people are commenting that what you did in Pondicherry was governor's activism. You are more active.
Yes, I was, because why I was active? It is no doubt I was active. Because when I went there, I find the government job is only one thing. It was total Gunda Raj, the jungle Raj. There was no law and order. People were afraid. Traders were afraid. Laborers were afraid. People with business, every common city was afraid. Why? There was no law and order. There was total rowdyism. Total rowdy people making telephone even from jail. I visited the jail in spite of the fact that 15 beds I went and heart operation in Apollo. Lot many people were coming to me about law and order, and their life and property is in danger. Gundas are openly roaming about. Government is taking no action, and police is also taking no action, because those people who indulges in all these things, rowdyism, extortion, chain snatching, sexual harassment, sexual acts, and loot in different things, when they were not feeling well, they all came to me. When government chief minister police was not taking any action because politician was patronizing all those rowdy and Gunda elements, what should I do? Should I keep my eyes closed? I took full action, and within 1 month, 100 gundas were behind the bars, and all telephone which was in jail by which they were threatening people was confiscated by me personally, and all 6 towers which was outside the jail.
Surrounded the jail.
Yes, it was all illegal. I sealed all of them. Did they any crime? And what I tell you, the private medical and other professional colleges, unaided, they are charging crores of rupees from the student for admission. There is a population of 12 lakh, and there is 10 medical colleges in Pondicherry, private medical colleges, and they all are charging crores of rupees. Nobody take any action against them. It is also a complaint. They big colleges, they are a hand in glove. They are in league with the politician.
You are charging that there is a close nexus between the politicians and the rowdies.
Yes, and where a poor man can get education, how they will get admission? Tell me. If I take interest, I went to the Chief Justice of Madras High Court, I went to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, I wrote many letters to the President of India, Education Minister of India. This loot is going on. There must be an end to this loot. How the quality of education come? How poor man's son will get an admission in a medical college to have a better life?
Don't you?
And all these people, even many girls are harassed in medical and professional colleges, and they commit suicide because they are sexual harassment. They were sexually assaulted because they could not perform well. Because why? They were not admitted on the basis of their merit. They were admitted by paying money.
So are you saying that after taking charge as a governor, Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry, the law and order situation was better?
Better thing, it is the best. You go to the people, whole Pondicherry remembered me like anything. You go to the people, anybody you go, and draw your own conclusion. And what about these sexual harassment to the girls? What I have done? When a girl's father came to me, how my daughter took suicide because of their harassment by the college management, the police took action. 4 people were arrested. Chief Minister telephoned the hospital superintendent, take them in the hospital, they are not well. Don't send them to jail. I told him, they came to me, I told him, if you misbehave, if you don't do things according to the rightness of the thing, if they are all right, declare them all right. If they are not well, take them in the hospital and send later on to the police. But I will, if you misbehave, if you misconduct, I will send a team from the JIPMER, the biggest hospital, Government of India hospital, and they will दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी कर देंगे. They will send to the jail. What I did, I met the Chief Minister. Nobody in Pondicherry government will take action against these people who are harassing innocent girls. You initiate a public interest litigation and judicial inquiry to see all these suicides. In one institution, 9 cases of suicide in a year, and in other cases there are another 9 cases. He has, on my asking, on the request of the parents of the people to which I pursue, he ordered a judicial inquiry by a sitting judge of the High Court, Madras High Court. This is my contribution for a good government.
Don't you know that there was a governor even before you took charge? There was 3 years, they already completed 3 years of government, and 2 years there was somebody else who was governing. And was he not active, and you only...
I don't know anybody. I will not comment on my predecessor or my successor. This is not my job. I am responsible for my act of omission and commission and my achievement.
Because the same law, the same right, the same everything was there, but none of the previous governors...
there was many. I don't want to discuss their name. They face the same consequences. Now, and much more awareness has come. People have become educated. Media is playing their role. TV, they are creating a sense of awareness about their rights. So now people are more, and you can't do anything. You can't be a mum if you have some power.
So, do you seriously believe that the people are against the government?
I definitely feel. Then you put me against, I put your question, how he won the election. You put me next question, I will reply.
Yeah, I mean, my next question obviously is that. Obviously it is that.
It's only because of Modi he won. Because of it is because of Modi he won. This is what I feel.
But
all BJP people were abusing him during my whole tenure of 1 year. I have their petitions. They all have praise about my bringing law and order, but overnight they change with the change of government.
You instructed the collector not to give the permission the first day of the chief minister's campaign. They were saying that there is a motive.
Total farce. I never. This is a thing which is totally false. I have never talked to chief minister, collector during the whole election time, not even once.
But will you deny that?
Mera matlab hai, if somebody is bent upon to talk nonsense, rubbish and total false thing.
No, will you deny that?
I totally deny that.
No, the first day campaign
I
was
say,
stopped.
I never talk to the, not to talk of things. I never interfere in anything at all. I did not talk to collector till today, before the election and after the election. Till day I have not talked to him. There is no question of my conveying.
Your secretaries may talk to him?
What are you talking? I don't expect such. I don't want to qualify it from a senior journalist like. What secretary? Do you think chief minister is more powerful or secretary is more powerful?
No,
No. This is a very unfair question to me. Nobody can ask the collector, chief minister ask. Chief minister is the chief minister. It's only few things. Everything he is doing, some wrongdoing things which he was doing.
But
What did he lastly? What did he did? He removed the convener of the CENTIC. CENTIC means Central Admission Committee in the government medical colleges. He removed that. He was also the principal of that Indira Gandhi Medical College. He removed that, took forcible resignation from him because he wanted to his own man as the chairman or convener of that committee. He came to me and say, I am an ex-army man, I am an honest man, I am doing this thing, and now it is a CENTIC examination are to be taken. So he has asked me to give resignation and force him, otherwise you will be in trouble. So what is my fault? And why you have given resignation? It was under force. I will have very bad consequences if I don't submit. I want to continue. So I make him, if there is no allegation in him, serve him with a notice. There are these allegations against you, please hold the inquiry.
Do you seriously believe that?
First I don't. First you tell me, first listen to me. Is it right for him to take his resignation by force? It is not according to law that you must serve a show cause notice to him in writing and say these are the allegations against you.
No.
You did not do anything and you do as you like. This is a jungle Raja. What is that?
No, it is the one side of the story. Have you ever heard the other side of the story? Somebody is telling that I was compelled.
Yes, I heard. I heard from him. I inquired about him. He is a thoroughly gentleman. He say, I am a chief minister. If I remove a man, lieutenant governor is, why a honest man who is a principal of a medical college for the last many years and who is a convener of the scientific committee. At the time of admission, he should be removed summarily without adopting the whole system. System is, if you want to remove somebody, you serve him a notice. These are the grounds of your removal. Get his reply. Then decide. He did not do anything. If I help a man who was grossly wronged, is it a crime?
No, he can go to the court, he can fight, he
Madam,
can get his justice.
before
No,
going,
you are not.
what are you talking? Are you talking for the Chief Minister? Why he should go to the court? He can go to the court. Before going to the court, he must exhaust all the legal means which is available to him. It was a legal mean to come to the against the decision of the Chief Minister, which was come to me. It was not final. The file come to me about his. I did not agree. I say he is an honest man. This is not the way to force a man to, and he should continue.
How
It is. Now, I am talking about, you are asking things. I ask you, why he should go to the court of law?
No, if you feel injustice.
No, the law is this: you government servant cannot come to the court before exhausting all legal means available in the administration. For your information, this is the law.
Yeah.
So he came to me.
Yeah, do you seriously believe that even when small transfers like HR&C officer, you are interfering that
I am not
you are stopping
interfering.
that?
No.
You are stopping the
No,
transfer.
not at all. I am not interfering. I have not stopped. What I have stopped? A man who is a corrupt man, he should not be made Excise and Taxation Commissioner. Because once I gave an extension to the Secretary of Legislative Assembly. He was retired. I was approached when I was in the hospital after my heart operation that extension should be given to him for 3 months. So I gave an extension. He was the Secretary of the Legislative Assembly. I gave him 3-month extension so that he may arrange the Golden Jubilee celebration of the Assembly. That was the right reason. But Chief Secretary gave him additional charge of Excise Commission. And what do you think what happened during that time? It's all government things which I cannot discuss, but 101 wrong things happened during that period, and ultimately he was removed because his Chief Secretary has no right, no authority to give him this additional charge. It is only the Lieutenant Governor which can give charge. I gave him charge only for extension, only for the Legislative Assembly Secretary. Such type of things are happening. How many examples should I give? I and Chief Minister sat sometime to resolve certain things, in which appointment of the Excise and Taxation Deputy Commissioner was also there. I say you appoint any man of your choice. I don't know a single officer in the whole of administration. I have no relation here. I don't share anything with them. They are all strangers to me, but I am working with them. Because they are Tamil, I am Punjabi. I don't know even their names. I have nobody to favor, nobody to be vindictive. I go by their reputation, go by the file which comes to me. And when he came to me, I agree. I have nobody to place as a Deputy Commissioner, Excise and Taxation. You suggest any other name, I will do it. So he suggested another name. I then immediately, just listen to me.
Yeah, please.
Then I suggested, my proposal are always there, you are withholding that. What is that proposal? In education, 159 faculty posts are still vacant. There was no principal in the law college. 20-30 positions were vacant in medical college. And in so many other primary education, higher education, from one place, you send another man place. When you are debarred, when you are de-recognized, you make ad hoc arrangement. 80% people are on ad hoc basis, and 15,000 people are on ad hoc basis, on hourly basis, and 5,000 people are not getting their pays. If I ask them, okay, please improve the system, make arrangement, recruitment through employment exchange, don't do ad hocism. You adopt people, 3,000 people today on ad hoc basis. You dismiss 200,000 people the other day. This type of government is a government. This is a jungle raj, and this is no government. A transparent, fair government is needed for the welfare of people. I told him many a time, this popularism, you go free 10 kilo rice to everybody and you will be all right, you will be very popular. This will not last. Ultimately, good governments, people want their life and property to be secured. Good government, implementation.
You told this personally or?
No, personally, many a times, but he is just playing in the bad people's hand. I can't help it. I was just finish it because I have to catch my flight. I suggested him the educational is in a mess. Not many sexual harassment and suicide cases going on. You appoint these 2 lady officers which I have suggested and to which you have not agreed. So then when we make a compromise, he agreed. He took permission from me, 1,300 appointment at the time of election. Why I gave permission? Why I gave permission? You ask me now.
Just to put the 2 officers whom you recommend.
No, not at all. Because they were retrenched people. They were retrenched. All political parties and trade unions were fighting for their reinstatement. Not for 2. Who are they? I don't know. Who are they? Who are? What relation?
Then how do you,
what relation I have with 2 officers?
How do you know? How do you know that both those officers are good? Where you got the source from? Where you got the source from?
I inquired from all officers who can save this situation, and I came to know these are the best. These are the best social, cultural people, educationists, lawyers. I consulted many people, they said they are the best. And Chief Minister agreed and signed. 4.5 months has passed. Except that Deputy Commissioner Excise and Taxation, to which I agreed. He has been posted. All other transfers which were proposed by him, approved by him, duly discussion, are still lie pending. How the government will do?
Shankar Raman case was the main reason for sacking you?
I don't know. I heard after that from many quarters, including TV channels, from papers and from political quarters. I got a telephone from one eminent journalist of India, Kalyani Shankar. Okay, have you signed the proposal for appeal again? I said, no, I don't know. No file has come to me. And there's a big hue and cry that you have signed. So then I came to my office, inquired from my secretary. He say you have signed. Man, bring the file. Nobody told me it is concerning Shankaracharya. In the note and in the file which I see, I was told there is a case of murder where accused has been acquitted by the Pondicherry government, Pondicherry court, and
They are going for appeal.
No. And a proposal has come from the Tamil Nadu government because the trial was conducted in Pondicherry, so for filing appeal. So then I see there was no name. It may be in the file, but in the note which secretary put me, there was no name. I did not know. Nobody told me it concerns Shankaracharya. It's a normal case. So many appeals are filed against acquittal of his accused. So I see it was signed by the chief pleader of Pondicherry. It was signed by the law secretary. It was signed by the chief secretary. It was signed by the chief minister. I signed it. It's a routine repeat. I honestly feel Shankaracharya has been wrongly implicated in this case for other reasons. It is not a case of murder at all. Honestly, I feel. But this, then I inquired. They say notification has been issued. You can't do anything. But I put this thing. It's a trap. Trap are no people.
Then the same way, all the files come to you, signed by CS, signed by CM.
Yes.
But those files you reject, you ask.
You are talking what I do. You are talking simply. Tell me, thousands of files come to me. Thousands. उसमें 8 फाइल से मैं डिफरेंस कर गया हूँ. बाकी तो मैं साइन करता हूँ कि नहीं? ये भी साइन कर दिया मैंने, तो क्या किया? आपने तो फैसला किया है कि मुझे आपने खड़ा करना है. नहीं, मुझे कोई इतराज. I don't mind. I am an honest man. I will remain an honest man. I don't bother about these.
Thank you. Mike.
You have every right to ask. But you should not be. Your everything should not be loaded and partisan.
It was not my what I said. नहीं, ये मेरा intention नहीं है.
Talking what I do. You are talking simply. Tell me, thousands of files come to me. Thousands. उसमें 8 फाइल से मैं डिफरेंस कर गया हूँ. बाकी तो मैं साइन करता हूँ कि नहीं? ये भी साइन कर दिया मैंने, तो क्या किया? आपने तो फैसला किया है कि मुझे आपने खड़ा करना है. नहीं, मुझे कोई इतराज. I don't mind. I am an honest man. I will remain an honest man. I don't bother about these.
Thank you.
You have every right to ask. You should not be. Your everything should not be loaded and partisan.
It was not my intention. नहीं, ये मेरा intention नहीं है.